From the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass, this is NEPSAC Boys Hockey here on LSP. Today, it's the final day of the 49th annual Lawrence Groton Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament, and this is the fifth place game between the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 4-2 and the Proctor Hornets with a record of 3-5. Good morning, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Saeed Vasugi is on camera. Grab your coffee, grab your energy drink, grab whatever gets you going in the morning. Let's see which of these teams will continue a little winning streak here, getting up to 2 in a row. In fact, Proctor mentioned 3-5. All three of their wins have come in their last 4 games. Lost the opening round game of this tournament, but then beat Dexter yesterday 5-2. Started the season 0-4, but a good turnaround in the last handful of days by the Hornets. Beckett Homlish and Ryan McInnes, each with a pair of goals for the Hornets in the 5-2 win over Dexter yesterday. Spartans, after dropping the opener to Cushing 5-2, handed a 6-3 L to the Pomfret Griffins yesterday. Yeah, had a delay. Obviously, you can tell we had a delayed start. We a request from Proctor that we drop the puck at 8:45, and we have obliged, but still a little bit behind schedule. And we got one more game after this, and it'll be the third place game between Cushing and Thayer. Proctor in black and green, and LA in white and blue. LA wearing the road whites in their home barn here. I do love the 90s NHL feel. Wearing the whites at home. Game is on. 18 minutes on the clock. LA wins the opening faceoff. Far side looking to score early here, but a turnover forced by the Hornets. And up the near side comes Charlie O'Connell, but that's cut off. Rolls back to his defensive line mate, Kevin Delaney, in his own zone. Here come the Hornets on the left side, getting steered towards the board. Nolan Davis, senior out of Roswell, Georgia. Spartans regain possession. Outlet pass up the middle, tipped into the neutral zone at the red line. Unable to glove it down was Delaney. Spartans in the middle of a change here. The red line, and Spartans regain possession. McInnes wanted to make a bid for it, but couldn't get enough speed. And we'll slow it down enough there. Gianmartino and the Hornets blue line. Now here come the Hornets on the right side. Steered behind the goal by Homlish. Homlish Jr. out of Cherry Hills Village, Colorado. Minute and change gone by here in the first period. And we got a whistle, and referee's pointing back to the LA zone for this one. Might be a hand pass potentially, but whatever it is, it's going to bring the faceoff back to the LA end with 1:20 gone by here in the first period. Left circle face-off. It will be Colin Marr to take it for Proctor, but LA win it, and we'll redirect it in the zone. Icing warning was up and then was waved off, and then it comes in quickly on Caden Pasqualone, the goalie for Proctor, and he'll hang on to it. And interestingly, there is a second goalie on the bench for Proctor, but we don't have. For a minute, I didn't see a second. Well, it was Chris Dakers. Kennebunkport means the second goalie for Proctor, but didn't have him on the roster at first glance. But there he is, tucked behind the post there. Can be a tough spot when you, obviously, if you only have one goalie to work with. Earlier this season, I was working a Boston Junior Bruins versus, I believe it was a Springfield Picks game, and the Bruins were, to say the least, hampered by injuries and illnesses. They only had one goalie available that goalie got hurt. Here's a chance for the Spartans. Stick save made by Pasqualoni and carried out to the near side. That goalie got hurt trying to make a big play to stop a breakaway opportunity. And it looked like he banged his head on the ice in the sequence and got up and then collapsed again. And the Bruins had no backup goalie. So they they played the rest of that period with their tallest defenseman dropped back around the crease area. And the amazing thing was the picks, as you might expect, as that shot whistles over the crossbar and off the corner glass. The picks, as you might expect, were able to extend their lead, but it's almost like the three-man weave in that one junior college basketball game in North Dakota all those years ago that you might have seen stories about. At least for the, at least on from a defensive standpoint for the junior Bruins, and they let the game get completely out of hand. Then they plucked a goalie from their under-18 squad to finish the game. It was a blast pad save by Pasqualoni. Puck is still loose, and it's on his backside looking for it while trying to get up. And Sean Leary, who had a brace, has actually 4 goals in the last 2 games. After no goals entering this tournament, and 2 assists to his name. Just 2 assists for Leary in terms of points this season, and then 2 goals yesterday and 2 goals the day before. 3:16 gone by here in the first period. Picks, I think, only ended up scoring like 3 or 4 goals that period, while the Bruins only had a defenseman back there. So, great. It's a great response, obviously, to adversity, but there's no way the Bruins are going to win that game once that happened. We got to that point before they finally got an actual goalie. What are you supposed to do, right? Around the corner boards to the near side. The left point dropped back off there for Mimaris. Pad save, Pasqualoni. Redirected back towards the end wall for Hirsch, who loses the handle and gets some support from Gianmartino. Shot from the right point. Someone lost their stick. Now plays one of the Proctor players. And back the other way come the Hornets on the left side. Homlish, again, 2 goals yesterday. Steered aside by Colin Beliveau, who's played every minute of this tournament so far. Back the other way come the Spartans, getting some changes behind the plate, able to stay on side in the same sequence. That was a very close play to being offside. We've seen some close calls over the course of the last 2 days. It could have gone one way or the other on the offside whistle. Pasqualoni coming off his crease to hand it off to a teammate. Now back to the near side. And all the way back to the red line will be picked up. Relayed up the far side. Hornets get it back. Just circling the wagons here around the neutral zone, apparently. This big hit laid by Giardino, had a goal yesterday too. And you may not be playing for the tournament championship, but these games still count. You still count towards the selection committee's selections for the NEPSAC boys hockey tournament. Come the end of February and the beginning of March. Right in front! Well, there's a good way to impress the committee, huh? Oh, and Leahy, who had 2 goals yesterday, sets up Brendan Hirsch on the doorstep, right on top of the crease to make it 1-0 at 5:26. Brendan Hirsch, the senior out of Arlington, the Spy Panda. Again, I don't have a Boston accent, folks. I don't even have a good fake one. But it is 1-0 Spartans. Up the far side is Hornets looking to equalize, intercepted at the blue line, though, by Leary. Leary brings it up the middle, drops off to the left side. Here is Leahy. He's looking to take a big ripper, but forced to bring it back towards the near side wall by Delaney. And here come the Hornets the other way. Again, looking to equalize, dumped in from outside the blue line by Nolan Davis. Dodging his man is Doherty out of Waxhaw, North Carolina. Near side. Spartans have it again, lifted in on the diagonal from the red line. Icing is waved off, hits off the corner boards. Spartans getting wholesale changes here. And Hornets unable to bring it up ice in time to burn them. Back to their own zone. Doherty up the near side, trying to connect with Watkin, senior out of Lyndonville, Vermont. To the far side, as Spartans bring it up ice again. 6.5 minutes gone by in the first period, and a little soft line drive into the belly of Pasqualoni. Will hang on to it for a face-off. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for all the information. Right circle face-off. It'll be McInnes to take it against Spencer Hirsch. And the shot right off the face-off, wide right of goal. Nice little pickup there by Maslowski, but couldn't get it on target. Back the other way come the Hornets. Putting on the brakes along the half wall is Max O'Connell over to the left side. Hit off edge of the left circle, steered aside by Beliveau. Beliveau has not had to work much here in the first period. Sure, Spartans would prefer they keep it that way. Try to set it back up for Florida man. Thrown in on the takeaway by Wood. Here's a blast from the right point, and once again, the save by Pasqualoni with John Mara with the howitzer there to try and bore through it, but Pasqualoni will hang on to it with 10:57 to go in the first period. Right circle face-off. It will be Nigro to take it against Colin Marr. Marr wins the face-off for the Hornets. Back to Bork to the near side, but Hornets unable to get it out of the zone. Comes back to Bork behind his own goal, waiting. Outlets it up the far side, and then the relay to the near side. Getting bumped off the puck is Dylan Jordan. He's hit by Colby Mara. Slow down the entry. Hornets have it in the zone, but Spartans looking to get it out of the zone on the near side. They do this. Pass getting checked off the puck in the process. Wood. Correction, not Wood. Mason Strong, but like a good start to that play for the Spartans, but Hornets able to snuff it out quickly. Up the middle of the ice. And thank you very much, says Aiden McIsaac. Dumps it in from just outside the blue line. Changes behind the play. Strong going off to the bench. Spartans setting up their offense. Check into the corner, but kept in at the left point. Here's Leary, delays, and his shot is blocked. Goes out to the left point and able to keep it inside the blue paint. Somehow centering pass, puck still loose in front of the crease of the Hornets. Carry it to safety. Davis, good job picking up the puck that was behind the LA skater on top of the crease there. Spartans get it back in the neutral zone as they have to tag up as Hirsch and Leary are playing catch. On the near side, relayed in by Hirsch. Out to the far left corner for Luke Allen. Along the far side wall, Leary with the blast, got deflected, and then just flutters harmlessly into the corner. 9:20 to go, first period, 1-0 our score. Lone tally so far, Brendan Hirsch on the assist from Owen Leahy. Held on to by Pasqualoni. Face-off coming with 9:15 to go. When I say LSP has something for everyone since 2011, I by God mean it. Sports, live events, petsing and walking, tech help, errands, and a whole lot more. Find our Thumbtack profile through our Linktree LSP37 or email yours truly so we can proceed to give you what you need. Backhanded towards goal. There is Spencer Hirsch. I say Spencer Hirsch had the initial goal because it was in fact Brendan, as Pasqualoni once again clamping on top of that, but a couple other bodies on top of that puck too with 9:02 to go here in the first period. I want to send a shout out and thank you to my colleague Dave Thoreau. Saeed had other commitments Friday, and Dave was able to help me connect with Dan McAuliffe yesterday, and Dan did a great job doing camera for the 2 games yesterday, and Dan will definitely be calling on you in the future. No disrespect, Saeed. Hey, you know, your life doesn't revolve around me. I get it. Eight and a quarter minutes to go here in the first period. 1-0 our score. And the Spartans bringing it back in, working his way towards the slot. Wood, puck tumbling towards goal, and then paddled aside by Pasqualoni, senior out of Long Beach, New York. At the left point, Pasqualoni reaches out and hauls that one in. 8:02 left in the first period. Faceoff will be in the left circle. The McInnes to take it against Nigro. Nigro senior out of Winchester, Mass. Ryan McInnes junior out of Bridgewater. Mason Strong on the left wing on that faceoff. And I do appreciate the fact he's got that the man from Newfoundland has the Canadian flag sticker on the back of his helmet. Speaking of which, here is Strong working his way in. Oh, takes a big hit along that, thankfully, padded post near the at the end of the Proctor bench. He's able to get up quickly and skate off, realizing that he has that shrapnel there. And the ice wouldn't be able to really help with the possession if this continued, but Spartans have to tag up. But he's a hockey player, Strong, able to get back up quickly, and again, that's why you pad that thing. Here's a blast from the right point, tip in, reaching across there. Unable to get it home, Brendan Hirsch for his second of the period. He gets it back, centers it for the one-timer that is scuffed by Leary. Hornets have it along the half wall. Remember, still playing with that driftwood there. The hit taken by Strong. Intercepted. Here's Hirsch. Oh, the puck drifted a bit too much from him, away from him, and couldn't get a shot there and really burn the Hornets on the turnover. McInnes bringing it into the zone for the Hornets, and they've not had a whole lot to speak of offensively, but we got a penalty here, and it looks like an interference call. And just as I say that, here's the best chance so far for the Hornets. It's an interference minor on our lone goal scorer so far, Brendan Hirsch. All right, penalty comes at 11:18 of the first period. Proctor to the power play. It's our first power play of the game. Left circle face-off, and it will be Gwatkin to take the face-off for the Hornets. Hornets win the face-off over to the left point. DDD pass, walking in, shot in the top of the right circle, and deflect off a body in front and sailed out of play. Max O'Connell, defenseman, senior out of Norwell, Mass, with the bid there, but tipped out of play. Face-off in the right circle now, 6:36 to go. First period, and the puck is wobbling all the way back to the neutral zone. Handed back off to O'Connell. Moving up the middle of the ice to the left side. Puts on the brakes. Looks. Gives it up to the left point. That'll be Gwatkin. Trading places. Drops it back off for O'Connell. Over to the right side. Top of the slot. Tap back to the right point. Playing catch along the blue line here. Delaney over the edge of the left circle. Back out to Max O'Connell. Edge of the right circle. Maybe a bit too much hesitation from the Hornets. Don't know. Here's the shot from the left dot, and the save. And Belivo's got it, and it flagged out of play. In the end, wow. Belivo looked like he was beat, but was able to get a piece of that. And 45 seconds only, though, gone by on this power play. Feels longer. I don't know. 5:56 to go here in the first period. Directing traffic here at the left circle before the face-off. Won by the Hornets, reaching out and able to keep it inside the blue line. On the left side, walking in, down to Gretzky's office, back along the left half wall. Here's a blast at the top of the slot, hits a body in front, and the Spartans able to slowly clear off the sidewall. Not all the way back, though. Nigro with the forecheck, and the second effort will send the puck in deep. Both Proctor at least getting changes. Thought the Spartans were going to do so as well there, but guess not. Bringing up ice now, Delaney to the near side, 43 seconds left on the power play. Dropped off, edge of the right circle. Now spinning back to the point, handed off to O'Connell. Waits, top of the slot, back to O'Connell. Moving back towards the top of the slot, over the left circle. 25 seconds left on the power play. That pass drifts away from Cahill, the post-grad player out of Dorchester. Here's the blast from the left circle and the pad save by Beliveau. Out to the far side wall, 12 seconds left on the power play, less than 5 minutes left in the first period. Relayed around the corner, boards it all the way down to the Proctor end. That'll bleed off the last of the penalty. Penalty kill successful for the Spartans. What can they do as Proctor brings it back up? A turnover just in front of their own blue line. 3-on-1 here. Spencer Hirsch tip-in opportunity. It just sails past Maslowski's stick. Looks like the net may be off its mooring here for Pasqualoni, but the play going to the other end. Puck bouncing around now at the red line with 4:15 to go, and we got a whistle, and the play is offside. The LSP store is open. Get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, and other merch, including stuff with my dog, Tina the Longarina, on it, or some words I probably said on these broadcasts over the years on it. LSP37.great-spring.com to place your order for merch. Email yours truly for game videos. About 4 minutes to go, and nearly a turnover in the right circle by Brendan Hirsch. Back the other way come the Hornets. Dropped off top of the right circle. It's Marr. Hits it off the end wall. Tried to center it. That pass was fanned on. Battled for in the far right corner. Reversing direction to the near side. Backhanded in at the point by Delaney. Walking through the circle with two white jerseys sandwiching him there was Lopes. And now goes back to the Spartans, playing catch behind their own goal line. Mara turned back over in front, and referee, for a moment, thought he was pointing to the goal as if Proctor had scored. He was just bracing himself in case things got dusty there with 3:34 to go. Are you down with a sound called LSP? Milberg certainly is. Follow and support us on the web. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Membership is also available. PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP37. And also on Thumbtack and TCG Player. Brady Ellis hip-to-hip with his man. Bring it back towards the neutral zone after that face-off. And now it's picked up again by Carter Doherty, who sends it around the corner board to the near side. About to hit 3 minutes to go in the first period. Still 1-0. LA on top. Still just Brendan Hirsch, the lone goal scorer to this point. Loose puck rolling across the crease. Spartans cannot clear on the first attempt, but they do on the second. Nigro, but sent back from whence it came at the Proctor blue line by Cahill. Far side, Spartans have it. Some contact behind the play back in the LA zone, but both teams getting changes now as it comes in deep to the Proctor end for Mason Strong. It's taken away from him. Nice hip check by McIsaac to take his man off the puck, allow some space maybe for Leary to pick it up behind his own goal, but we got a whistle. 2:33 to go, first period. 1-0 LA on top of Proctor in the fifth place game of the 49th annual Lawrence Groton Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament. The seventh place and first place games are going on at the Groton School, including Groton playing Holderness for the tournament championship. You can see that game over on the Groton School's local live channel. But through all my talking, it looks like we got another power play for Proctor. It'll be Aiden McIsaac going to the box. Penalty comes at 15:27 of the first period. Two-minute minor to McIsaac. Face off in the right circle, the LA zone, won by the Spartans. Hirsch unable to clear on the first opportunity along the half walls. He got his stick tied up there. McInnes was there to slow him down. Lopes out to the left point, top of the slot. Waiting is O'Connell. Gets it back, top of the slot, over the right circle. Shot from the right dot. Glove save, and they score. Net came off its mooring at the end of the play. Beliveau made the initial save, but could not secure the puck. Bounced out of his glove, and there to clean up the crumbs is Ryan McInnes to level us at 1. McInnes with his 5th goal of the season, a power play goal. Well, I was going to say, and the officials were having a discussion, and I wasn't sure if they were going to wave it off maybe because of how that play ended with the net coming off its mooring, if it was come off before the puck had crossed the goal line. So Robbie Barker and company getting an explanation that I don't think they're going to like. And the goal isn't up on the scoreboard yet, but the face-off's at center ice. And, well, the fact we got 5 LA skaters on the ice tells me the goal does. And there it is on the scoreboard in the rink. All right, 1-1 our score, under 2 minutes to go. Back to 5-on-5 as Proctor is successful on their second power play. They're now 1 for 2. Back to where we started. Proctor maybe looking to take the lead for the first time here, but turnover forced by the Spartans on the left side. Centering pass, nobody home. Ty Wood was bringing in the zone all by his lonesome there. Under 100 seconds to go. Spartans get it back in their own end. Off the sidewall for Wood, trying to handle the bouncing puck. Lifts it out of the zone, rolls through the neutral zone into the Proctor area. At the right point, battled for, and trying to lift it out of the zone, and able to do so is Darty. He goes off for a change. Spartans trying to burn him in the middle of that change. Swing and a miss on the entry, but now second effort. Here's a chance through the circle, the shot and the save by Pasqualoni. Great effort by Owen Lay. He already has an assist. Here come the Hornets. Puck slows down in front of the blue line. Oh, that's a tough offside call to make there. Proctor brought it into the zone. The puck looked like it was in front of the blue line that whole time, but I have to back it up here with 1:01 to go in the first period. Face-off won by the Hornets. Shot in from the red line by Delaney as we're under a minute to go. Out to the right point for Charlie O'Connell, sophomore, younger brother of Max. Guided out of the zone, back to the red line, and along the blue line to the near side for Charlie. Throws it in off the sidewall, rolls around the corner to Max. Now picked up by the Spartans behind their own goal. Leahy, 2 goals yesterday, and now a lot of real estate here for Brendan Hirsch to work with. Puts on the brakes as he had a defender crashing in on him, tried to give it up. Not sure if you're going to get anything in that situation with the defender hip to hip on your teammate coming in hot. On the doorstep as the net gets upended a bit, and the referee blows his whistle with 4.9 to go. And he says, he's pointing to the right circle for the face-off here. And again, a lot of real estate there for Brendan Hirsch to work with getting into the zone. With the defender crashing in on him and his teammate coming in with a defender on his hip, not going to be able to do much in that situation. So great recovery overall by the Proctor defense on that sequence. 4.9 to go. Offensive zone face-off. Nigro to take it for the Spartans, and they're not going to be able to pull the trigger. So we'll finish the period the same way we started it, level. 1-1 with the goals for LA by Brendan Hirsch, and for Proctor by Ryan McInnes. And I call McInnes, or excuse me. Yeah, McInnes. All right. It's early, folks. Back on this here on LSP, NEPSAC Boys Hockey from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC boys hockey here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy, Groton, Mass, alongside Saeed Vasugi on camera. 1-1 our score between the Proctor Hornets and the LA Spartans. The fifth place game of the 49th annual Lawrence Groton Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament. Coming up after this game will be the third place game between the Cushing Penguins and the Thayer Tags. Watch this in every game for this tournament, basically every LSP video broadcast, live and on demand for free on this here YouTube channel. Proctor in black and green and LA in white and blue as we get the second period underway here. Goals in the first period for McInnes of Proctor and Brendan Hirsch for LA, set up nicely by Owen Leahy in the game's first goal. Shot from the far side wall, goes behind the goal. Glove down by Leary at the right point. Close to an offside there, but able to keep it inside the blue paint, carrying it all the way to the far side. It's a stick whacked out of his hand, and it does not appear to be a penalty coming up. Spartans bench wanted a slashing call, but they will not get it as it's sent all the way back to Proctor and for icing on LA. So not a great start here for the Spartans in the second period. With an offensive zone face-off, Hornets will get fresh legs into the offensive zone. And Hornets appear to want the face-off on the right side here. So it'll be Carter Doherty to take it against Owen Leahy. Face-off won by the Hornets. Bounced a little bit at the right point, but able to keep it in the zone. Moving over the slot now to the left point. Here's a blast. Double might have gotten a piece of that, but it went wide right of goal anyway. That's the important part as far as the Spartans are concerned. Spartans get it into the zone, despite the back checks there from Glotkin. Nice pressure there to force the puck back out to the red line, prevent the Spartans offense from setting up in transition. Transition opportunities were how the Spartans were able to get an edge in the second period in their win over Pomfret yesterday. Pomfret will be taking on Dexter. That's kind of a shock, though. Dexter in the 7th place game of this tournament. Pomfret taking on Dexter in the 7th place game over at the Groton School. All games at the Groton School during this tournament are on their local live channel. You can find that through their website, through Local Live's website. Back the other way come the Spartans at the edge of the left circle, wrapping around. Centering pass right in front. Florida man scores! Similar setup to Brendan Hirsch's goal. And now Spencer Hirsch is back in the goal column to reclaim the lead for LA, 2-1. Looks like Mike Walsh is talking to the officials over at the Proctor bench right now. I'm not sure what he's protesting, if he is protesting, or what his concern is, but I mean, if he's looking for, you know, I know this game's being live streamed, but I hope you're not looking for, like, you know, a replay of that goal to see if there's like if the entry was offside or too many. I don't know what his concern is, but how the officials are going back over to the LA bench. again, I don't have any communication from ice level to up here, so I couldn't tell you what's going on. But the fact they're not taking the goal off the scoreboard is at least a good sign for LA. So 2-1, Spartans back on top, and the Hirsch quote-unquote brothers, no relation, certainly not brothers, have the 2 goals that have LA on top. Proctor nearly equalizing just as quickly, but a body saved by Beliveau. Out to the right point, slipping a bit to get that one out of the zone is Maslowski, but Proctor will have to tag up regardless. Maslowski trying to get the puck back, getting back into the zone, then turned over at the red line, trying to shed his defender is John Marr, but turns it back over. Colby Marr is closest to it. Someone's lost a glove and a stick in the neutral zone. Goes all the way back to the Proctor end for icing on LA. 2:48 gone by here in the second period. And Spencer Hirsch's goal, about, what, 2:04? Something along those lines. Will giving LA the lead back here early in the second. The Nygor take the face-off against Doherty. And wait, hold up. And referee talking again to Robbie Barker and company. Come on down. I don't know, man. Right circle face-off still being battled for. Won by the Hornets. The shot by Gwatkin and the save by Beliveau. So I will hasten to guess that our third place game between Thayer and Cushing is going to have a delayed start. So, that game's scheduled for a 10:30 a.m. puck drop. So, hope none of y'all are watching this expecting that game to have started by now. Here's a blast from the left point. The stick save by Beliveau. Along the half wall, now over to the left side. There is McIsaac. Crosses the blue line, onside, takes the shot. Didn't get it on target. I guess hoping for a rebound there because Pasquale had his pad right in position, but there's Leary at the right point. Back over to McIsaac. Unable to secure the rebound is Pasqualoni. Where's the puck is the question. It's still available. We got a penalty now. Cross-checking is the call. And in that frantic scramble for the loose puck, after Pasqualoni's save, a cross-check committed by Proctor will give LA their first power play of the game. Gerald Cahill, post-grad defenseman from Dorchester, to the box for 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time the penalty is 3:24. And again, Spartans to the power play for the first time today. Florida man to take the face-off in the left circle for the Spartans. At the left point, Mymaris on the left wing. Wood is behind the goal. Hirsch in the corner. Out to the right point. Cross-ice pass. Oh, that pass intended for Hirsch. It was tipped. And Proctor able to get it out of the zone, forcing the Spartans to tag up. Thrown in by Hirsch from behind the blue line. Closest to here, Wood in the corner. Couldn't get clean possession, though, and Proctor gets out of the zone once again. Nice little move to lose his defender, but great catch up. And taking a spill into the end boards. We'll try to get that puck back away. Gavin Holland is down, and there's a hand pass. Well, then Holland is favoring the small of his back right now, and getting up to a knee and going to be able to skate off. But a great recovery by Gavin Holland. Freshman out of Topsfield, Mass. Great play to go back and prevent the shorthanded opportunity for the Hornets. I'll have to take a rest here. And a defensive zone faceoff for the Spartans on the power play. Hirsch to take it against Gwatkin. Spartans have possession. Leary, again, Leary with 2 goals in each of the last 2 games. Poked out, turnover, mid-slot shot off the end glass, rebound goes off the pipe! They had Belleville beat not once but twice in that sequence. Can LA capitalize? Not there. Pad saved by Pasqualoni, sent all the way back. Proctor with a couple of chances there to equalize, shorthanded. We play on though, still 2-1 LA. LA wanting a penalty there too, they didn't get it. Blast at the top of the slot. Pasqualoni with the save. Wow. The inanimate carbon rod with the save of the weekend so far, down on the end where we are. And now face off in the right circle of the Proctor zone, won by the Spartans. Battled for along the half wall out to Leary at the right point, sends it back in deep. I don't think he was looking for that pass, but able to relay it towards Allen at the top left circle. Top of the right circle, reaching up and knocking that one away is Pasqualoni. 11 seconds left on the power play. Right point. McIsaac over the left side. About to go back to 5-on-5. He scores! Even strength goal. Brendan Hirsch. Now he's got a brace. And it is 3-1. Just as the penalty was expiring, Brendan Hirsch with his second of the game. So, Leary with 2 braces this weekend. Leahy with 2 yesterday. And now Brendan Hirsch with 2 today. Shot from the left circle, body save, Pasqualoni. Now, LA takes advantage of a massive 2-goal swing. Proctor robbed the Iron Unkind on a shorty opportunity. 2 chances in the same play. And LA scores just after the power play expires at the other end. Instead of 2-2, it's 3-1. Penalty coming up. It's a slashing call. And it looks like it's on LA. And good thing that the first touch after the penalty, the referee's arm was up, was by the man who got whistled, Nigro, for slashing, because when Belleville saw the arm go up, he thought it was on Proctor, and he was ready to go off for the extra attacker. Proctor gets possession there. Oh, boy. Easy look to get back within 1, and then the power play happens. But again, Nigro for slashing. Proctor 1 for 2 on the power play, looking to make it 2 for 3. And Belleville pledges allegiance to that save. Why is the clock running? We're going to add 2 more seconds here to both the power play and the game. Oh, 7. Wasn't that long, was it? All right. We're good. It did feel like it wasn't 7. It didn't feel like it was 7 seconds that ran off. Off the end glass, unable to tap home the rebound, just tapping it off the side of the cage is McInnes. Already has 1 goal for Proctor. There's the blast, wide left of goal. Trying to catch up to that rebound off the end wall is Delaney, but couldn't catch up to a top of the slot. Over to the left side, it'll be Delaney. Into the corner again for McInnes. Over the right side, walking in, Homlish. And the save by Beliveau. Hirsch to take the face-off against McInnes. Spartans win it, but unable to clear it as Maslowski hit it right into Delaney's skates, but the second effort, Spartans able to get it out. On the right side, O'Connell wrapping around. Carries it along the edge of the circle, over to the right point. Homlish gives it up. Left side, Delaney off the top, very top of the glass without going out of play with 30 seconds left on the power play. Looking for angle to clear it by Morris, but couldn't get clean possession. Just turned it straight over to Davis. Over to the right point. Able to keep it inside the blue line off the side wall for O'Connell. 13 seconds left on the left side. Deflects off the pad of Beliveau out to the right point for O'Connell again. 5 seconds left on the power play. On the near side, just guided with the backhand by Davis and swatting it back to the far side. So we're back to 5-on-5, and we're about to hit the halfway mark of the second period and this game. Battle of the 16s here as O'Connell battling with Holland for possession of the puck along the half wall. Good to see Holland back on the ice. Taking that spill on his lower back and tailbone earlier down on this end. Morris, got an arm up there trying to grab that puck, and just way too much hesitation by Beliveau trying to figure out where to play that puck, and nearly turned it over and got tapped right into the goal. Ooh, brutal spot there for Beliveau. I'm sure if he goes back and watches that and hears even me stutter a bit, I mean. I feel you, man. My voice kind of matched what the average person's decision-making process would be in that situation. Like, where do you go? Do you hold on to it? Do you dump it off to the left side? Do you try to clear it up ice? But Proctor player bearing in right on you. Got to make a snap decision, but thankfully for the Spartans, he didn't get burned there. Under 8 minutes to go, second period, turnover in the corner, along the goal line, looking to pass it in front for Doherty, but too late there. Doherty gets the puck back, and this time, Beliveau covers up, and now some pushing and shoving, to say the least, as Lopes giving his man a face wash there, and officials getting in to untangle this human mess. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support to a player, team, or coach. Kind of like a yearbook, I guess you could say. Email yours truly, samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. 3-1 our score. Lawrence Academy on top. 3 even strength goals to this point for LA. 2 for Brendan Hirsch and 1 for Spencer Hirsch. Second goal for Brendan, as we had 2 players involved. That scuffle sent off for matching marks. Will be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, roughing each on Lopes and Leahy. Brendan Hirsch's second goal. There's a turnover in the low slot, and he scores! Now, LA could not clear cleanly on that opportunity. Getting the puck back after a face-off, and Ryan McInnes, well, you get a brace, you get a brace, everyone gets a brace. Ryan McInnes with his second of the game. And the Hornets are back within one. 3-2. 7:31 to go in the second period. Well, even 4-on-4, cannot overlook the extra space to work with in the ice. More space. Pick off passes like that. Now here comes Delaney bringing it in deep with the Hornets looking to pull level again. LA started this game up 1-0. Hornets tied at 1-1 before intermission. 2 in a row to start the period for LA, but Proctor back within one now in the second of the game by Ryan McInnes, the junior, out of Bridgewater, Mass. Over the near side, Watkin, centering pass through the skates of Doherty to the opposite side. Doherty reaches out to slow down that clearance and allow Proctor to get a change here. And dumped in. Oh, this is going to be icing on Proctor. Remember, folks, we're 4-on-4. It's even strength. You can be called for icing. Flashbacks to last night in the Holderness-Cushing game. Had a couple of icing calls that shouldn't have been made against Holderness at the very end of that when Cushing was on the power play and had pulled the goalie. It was 6-on-4, and Holderness, despite being shorthanded, officials erroneously whistled them for icing twice in quick succession. Bulls contingent was frustrated, to say the least. And remember, that was a one-goal game, too, and it ended up finishing 2-1. You keep the play going in that situation. Obviously, there's less time for Cushing to work with, but stopping the clock for any reason, even for a face-off at center ice, which is the standard make good in that situation. Buys a little more time for the Penguins, but Bulls were able to kill off that penalty and come away with a win. They're playing for the championship against Groton, who beat Thayer in a shootout last night. Game is expected to drop the puck in that one, I believe, at 11 a.m. over at the Groton School, and that game will be on Local Live, and you can get the links there through the Local Live website, the Groton School website. We're 10 seconds away from being back to 5-on-5. On the left side will be Wood. Wrap it around, and Pasqualoni, much like us up here, trying to figure out where the puck went. A weird spot along the goal line, and back to 5-on-5 with the play is offside for Proctor with 5:43 to go in the second. When I say LSP has something for everyone since 2011, I, by God, mean it. Sports, live events, pet sitting and walking, tech help, errands, and a whole lot more. Find our Thumbtack profile through our link tree, LSP37, or email yours truly, samfeelypbp@gmail.com, so we can proceed to give you what you need. At the right point, have the LA face-off win in the neutral zone, but turn back over to the Hornets. Steered in from the red line. Icing is waved off as Proctor will get some changes. Up the near side, then relayed to Leahy. He takes the shot. Pasqualoni with the save and a couple of jabs at the end of the play, trying to poke it free maybe. And the referee's arm is up in the process, and I wonder if this is going to be on Hirsch. No, it's on Proctor. It's a slash. Okay. Didn't see the slash as that play. It The slash was at the referee's arm was up as the play ended. I didn't see the slash committed by Proctor. It's Jack Fickenshire go into the box for the slash, by the way. I mean, you probably saw Hirsch jabbing at Pasqualoni there, trying to pry the puck free as the play was coming to an end. But Fickenshire, guilty of the slash. Retaliation, I guess. We're trying to create the rebound, but honestly, you got to stand up for your goalie somehow, and Proctor able to clear off the face-off. Turnover in Gretzky's office. Can Watkin create a chance here? No, he cannot. And now it'll be Leahy up the middle of the ice. Got it in on side, but turned it right back over the Hornets, who send it 200 feet. McIsaac, that pass nearly deflected back towards his end. LA somehow, I was going to say, that looked pretty well offside there. I could hear the Proctor bench yelling for it, and they did get the call. 34 seconds gone by on the 2-minute minor for slashing to Proctor, and 4:46 left in the middle stanza. The LSP store is open. Get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, and other merch, including some stuff with my dog, Tina the Long Arena, on it, or some words I probably said over the years on them. LSP37.creator-spring.com to place order for merch. Email yours truly for game videos. Proctor with another clear off the face-off in the neutral zone. Turnover just in front of the blue line, but McInnes couldn't keep it going. And McInnes, again, working on a brace. 2 players with a brace in this game, McInnes and Brendan Hirsch. Haven't had a Hattie yet in the games here at Grant Rink this weekend, but always fun to literally put a cap on it. Cap on this weekend with a Hattie. Here's a chance on the power play out of nowhere, and the blocker safe by Pasqualoni. Leary taken away on the dot, and here come the Hornets getting past the defender, walking in one-on-one, centering pass, and stick lifted. Here's another chance, backhanded. We are tied. Short-handed goal by Max O'Connell. The careless play around their own net has burned LA multiple times this morning. Even didn't necessarily result in goals. Just, you show that sign of weakness in front of your own net, Proctor will see that. And now the outlet home run pass, icing waved off. Nolan Davis off the bench after the penalty expired, but couldn't get possession quickly enough. But you see that sloppy play right in front of and around the opposing team's net. Proctor will see that and realize that they can take advantage. And they did there on the shorthanded goal. Cannot commit so many turnovers in that spot. Shorthanded especially is such a sin. Only cost LA 1 goal. And hey, still thinking about that 2-goal swing earlier. Similar play, but Proctor was denied. The puck went off the post, even though they had Belleville beat not once but twice. LA scored the other end to take a 2-goal lead instead of being tied. Icing is waved off here. Proctor's come back, set up right in front. Huge hit on top of the crease as Brady Ellis was trying to pull the trigger right up in Pasqualoni's grill. 2:24 to go. Are you down with the sound called LSP? Then follow and support us on the web, Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Membership's also available. PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP37. You can also find us on Thumbtack and TCG Player. How long will that take you, Milberg? I'm a busy man. At the right point, face-off won by the Spartans. Could have used you sooner, my man. They need your support. 3-3. About to hit 2 minutes to go. Proctor able to get it out of the zone, only as far as the blue line. Play is onside. Pad save rebound on his backside. The shot. Another stop by Pasqualoni. And then, did he? Is the question. He did. And folks, wear the hats. It looks like it is, in fact, Brendan Hirsch's third. Save that puck. 1:52 to go. It was Leahy who stayed on side to start that chance, and Hirsch cleaning up the crumbs once again when it looked like Pasqualoni. Well, now we got another penalty coming up here on Proctor, but we might have another one on LA at the end of that. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. There's a high sticking call at the minimum. But again, Pasqualoni was about to, it's the holiday season. We're talking about miracles, right? Well, Pasqualoni was about to pull off a Christmas miracle there on his backside, spinning around, somehow keeping that out for as long as he did. But Hirsch with his third, and I'll get by my tally anyways, got the scoring between periods, but LA re-enters the zone after the face-off 10 seconds later. And get another power play, and it will be a high sticking call. It's once again on Fickenshire. So Fickenshire's been booked for 2 penalties this period. Although on the last one, Proctor scored shorthanded. That one is blocked immediately off Leary's stick at the top of the side. He gets it back at the right point, looking for a passing lane over the left side. One-timer in the mid-slot, and Pasqualoni's got this one. So, yeah, Milberg shows up, and LA takes the lead. Good. Now, stay where you are, young man. Where's the rest of the alums is the question. Left circle face-off. 101 seconds left on the power play. There's a one by the Spartans over to the right side. Leary out of the reach of Pasqualoni, gets it back. Just going out to the corner now. Drops it back. Along the blue line, some friendly fire in the neutral zone as Leary ran into his own man. It was 3-on-4 for a moment. Over the right side, Leary gets it back. Thought about the shot, now pinwheels away. Tries to dump it in along the half wall. Slowed down as it rolls towards the corner. Spartans trying to get it back. Back to Leary at the right point. Under a minute to go in the period. And a minute to go now on the power play. At the left point, some space on the right side. Leary fakes the blast. Draws 2 defenders into Gretzky's office for Florida man. Out to the right point. Once again, Leary takes the blast, deflects off the stick of Gwatkin, but stays in the rink. 38 seconds left on the power play. 16 seconds left in the period. Go all the way back to the LAN. Maybe some space here to burn Proctor in the middle of the change. Here's Leary centering. Pass tipped out to the far side. 2 seconds left in the period one, and that'll do it. Well, LA will have 18 seconds of power play time to work with when we start the third period, and an eventful second period, to say the least. The party don't start until Milberg walks into the chat. 4-3, LA on top of Proctor. Back after this from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey here on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC boys hockey here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Saeed Vasugi is on camera. Lawrence Academy Spartans on top. The Proctor Hornets 4-3 in 18 seconds of power play time, carrying over start the third for LA. Quiet, relatively speaking. First period, quite the eventful middle frame. Brendan Hirsch has a hat trick. Spencer Hirsch has one. 2 for Ryan McInnes for Proctor. And 1 for Max O'Connell. Proctor in black and green and LA in white and blue. So we got the third period underway again. Handful of seconds of power play time still left for LA to start the period, and a save by Pasqualoni, who nearly pulled off a Christmas miracle before Hirsch got his goal that secured the hat trick. And penalty time is up as LA going back to their red line to get the puck. Back to 5-on-5. So Brendan Hirsch, the senior out of Arlington, with a Hattie, and Florida man Spencer Hirsch also with a tally. It was looking bleak for the Spartans. They were up 3-1, a couple of goals start the third period, but Proctor coming back to tie it. Stick save made by Pasqualoni. And then, of course, Milberg showed up in the chat, and there was much rejoicing. Yay. Pad save by Pasqualoni. Remember, folks, correlation is not causation. Sorry, Milberg. Remember, despite the myriad of times that I have spoke things into existence, either those things or the opposite, as I always say, and as broadcasters will always tell you, us broadcasters can control the outcome from up here. What we say, we're not getting paid nearly enough. Pad save by Belleville. The fifth place game, the 49th annual Lawrence Groton Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament. Third place game coming up right after this. It'll be Thayer and Cushing. Seventh place game between Dexter and Pomfret underway over at the Groton School in the championship between Groton and Holderness to follow. And those can all be found on Local Live on the Groton School channel. Find through Local Live's website or the Groton School's website. In Gretzky's office, two Spartans bump into each other there and cannot corral the puck. All the way back to the Spartans' end. Icing on Proctor. 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor content for as well as $25 a spot, whether you want to promote a business, product, or event, or send a message of support, like a yearbook, to a player, team, or coach. Email samfeelypvp@gmail.com for all the information. Face on the left circle, and we'll try again, I guess. At the left point, and only have to tag up despite the face-off win. Near side, carried to the slot, now to the right point. Into Gretzky's office once again for Allen. Trying to get the puck, lost it from behind. Pass out in front and too strong, and going all the way back to get it is McIsaac. Icing waved off, of course, as that was sent down ice by the Spartans. Hornets trying to force a turnover here. Goes Morgan Gretzky's office again, and to the near right corner. Spartans trying to carry out the zone. They do. Up the near side wall. Cross ice pass to the right side. Once again, Luke Allen. Back check will take it away from him. Trying to get it back along the end wall. Here comes Florida man out of nowhere to send it off the sidewall out to the left point. Out of the reach of Florida man. Reversing direction. I'm just going to lean into that. I mean, he's the only Florida man on the roster now. Got a whistle. And the play is offside. Linesman making the call. 14-13 to go in the third period. Face off the neutral zone, won by Proctor. D-to-D pass over to the far side. And brought into the zone on the left side by Homlish. Into the corner. Shot up close, went wide right of goal. Along the end wall, trying to backhand it up the far side out of the zone and cut off at the red line, but picked up again by the Spartans. Working his way towards the slot is Wood. It's covered up by Pasqualoni. 13:44 to go in the third period. Hornets get it out of the zone, over to the right side. Handling the puck, juggling a bit. Homlish going into the corner. Pass in front, one-timer turned aside by Beliveau. Along the half wall, it's Delaney. And it goes into the Spartans bench, 13-14 to go. Face-off will be at center ice after the puck went into the Spartans bench, and it'll be Darty to take it for the Hornets. Over to the right side after the Spartans face-off win. Now the near side, edge of the left circle. Now the diagonal out to the far side wall into Gretzky's office for Leahy. Side into the corner and picked up by Cahill. Hornets having a hard time getting out of their zone right now. Slow down at the left point. Spartans having a hard time saying it back in. A lot of traffic here along the near side wall. Puck pops up at the red line, sent back towards the Spartan zone. Maybe a chance here, but good defense getting back quickly by Aiden Myers. Spartans re-enter the zone on the left side. Right up close and personal, wrapping around. Not there without a stick right now, though, is Pasqualoni, and his skater is able to get the puck out of harm's way. And take the icing, I guess. Better than give it up a goal. Goalie doesn't have a stick with 12 minutes to go in the third period. When I say LSP has something for everyone since 2011, I, by God, mean it. Sports, live events, pet sitting and walking, tech help, errands, and a whole lot more. Find our Thumbtack profile through our Linktree, LSP37, or email yours truly so we can proceed to give you what you need. Left wing circle face-off is won by the Spartans along the blue line and sent back towards the far left corner for Wood. Over the left circle, the shot is immediately blocked, sliding down and grasping his gut there after taking that bullet. Jack Fickenshire, who took a couple of penalties in that second period. Davidson, South Carolina. One Stephen Curry Called that town home for a while. Oh, wait, that's Dayton, North Carolina. I'm going to shut up. Is Dayton in North Carolina or South Carolina? I feel like, now that I say South Carolina, I feel like it is in North Carolina, but interesting little college. Steph Curry out of absolutely nowhere just becomes the greatest shooter of all time. Oh, hey, great talent. Isn't always found like isn't always found the blue blood schools. Scottie Pippen went to Central Arkansas when they were still an NAIA school. Dennis Rodman was a JUCO product. Damian Lillard, Weber State. Former big league pitcher Jason Beret was actually drafted out of Middlesex Community College here in Massachusetts, not far from Bedford, back when Middlesex had varsity sports teams. 9:53 to go in the third period. And let's be honest, the Notre Dames and the Alabamas and the Texases of the world won't have room for everyone. You load your roster with like a Legion of Gods or something. Some of them are just not going to have as much playing time as they deserve in that situation. That's why players get spread out a bit. No matter the level. If you are undoubtedly a great player, but you're stuck stuck kind of low on the depth chart because there are just so many good players also on the roster. It'll be hard to find playing time, and that hit the Lawrence Academy bench. I believe it actually hit Otto McLaughlin's gloves. He was hanging over the rail there. But yeah, you might have a Legion of Gods in front of you on the depth chart, and, but you yourself are a very good player, and you want to be able to get that playing time that you deserve, and that's why the transfer portal exists in colleges, like free agency exists in sports. It's the same way really in any vocation. Not to say that, a team with that talent ahead of you doesn't appreciate you. Just like where you're going to get it's just going to be hard to get the playing time. Might be a little easier if you're an underclassman or anything, but anyways. It'd be easier if, you're an underclassman and the guys ahead of you are like seniors or whatever, but anyways. More than halfway through this third period, still 4-3 our score. No scoring so far yet here in the third. Spartans bring it into the zone over the left side. Overskated just a little bit, but able to catch back up to it. Brendan Hirsch already with a hat trick, remember. Far side, and Proctor looking for the equalizer. Bring it in. Got it through the slot by O'Connell, who had the equalizer to make it 3-3 in the second period before Hirsch gave the Spartans the lead back. Changes in front of the play by the Spartans, and a little stumble here in the neutral zone by O'Connell. Gets steered towards the boards in the process, too. So that prevents quick transition opportunity for the Tap back towards the half wall, centering pass intercepted. Out to the far side. Strong. Nigro works his way in, backhands, and the pad save by Pasqualoni. Your side tap back in deep and getting decleated in the process. That was Dylan Jordan for Proctor. All the way back to the LA end. 7:15 to go. Spartans love an insurance goal here. Here's a man who has 4 on the weekend, bringing in the zone. Leary, a defenseman. There's only 1 goal by defenseman all season. There's a turnover right in front of the goalie, Pasqualoni, and he somehow makes the blocker save point blank with, I believe that is Florida man who was burying right on him, and he's having a hard time getting back into the play with that flesh pile in the corner after being denied. Sounded like some frustration coming from the Proctor bench, that door slamming shut after that last play. That stays in the rink as the offside warning is taken down. And up the far side, puck pops up in the neutral zone. Gianmartino looking for it, and now it's picked up by Davis. About to hit 6 minutes to go, 2/3 of the way through this third period, and still no scoring in this third period as Belleville covers up. The LSP store is open. Get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers, shirts, or other merch, including stuff with my dog, Tina the Long Arena, on it, and some stuff with the words I probably said over the years on them as well. LSP37.creative-spring.com to place your order for merch. And samfeelypbp@gmail.com to place your order for game videos right on the doorstep. Belleville looking for, but didn't have to make a save. Here's a blast from the right point that deflects wide right of goal. Hits off the end wall, trying to set it back towards goal from a tough angle along the goal line, and Belleville hangs on to this one. 5:54 to go. Brendan Hirsch is now up to 6 goals on the season, doubling his output in one game with this Hattie. Backhand towards goal, turned aside, and now the Spartans starting to carry it the other way. And covered up by Pasqualoni with 5:35 to go. Say it with me. Melberg, are you down with a sound called LSP? Then follow and support us on the web. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Membership's also available. PayPal, Creator Spring. LSP 37, and we're also on Thumbtack and TCG Player. 5:35 to go. Third period, left circle face-off. And it'll be Nigro to take it for LA. Wins it back to the left point. Cross-ice pass to Leary. Blocker save. Rebound trickles out to the left point. Then Hornets able to carry it out of the zone. It's relayed up ice by Davis. No icing here as the Spartans pick it up the far side. Out of the reach, though, of Maslowski. Otherwise, we had a lot of space to make a beeline for goal. Intercepted on that clearance attempt by the Spartans, but they get it back. Now to the right side. Nigro puts on the brakes along the half wall, takes the shot, hit a body on an en route, and deflected out play with 4:58 to go. Reminder that right after this one, we will have the third place game of the 49th annual Lawrence Groton Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament between the Cushing Penguins and the Thayer Tigers. That game and all these games and every game we produce can be seen live and on demand for free here on this here YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, memberships also available starting at $4.99 a month, and the benefits currently available pay for themselves with more en route. LA does not want to leave anything to chance here in the last 4.5 minutes. They would like to get an insurance goal and put this one out of reach. Dump back to Wood, centering pass. Oh, pad save instead by Pasqualoni. And we got a penalty coming up on the Spartans. And not a great time for LA to be shorthanded with 4:23 to go. I believe they got holding on Ty Wood, junior out of Gloucester. So Proctor back to the power play. They already have one power play goal. Can they make it two and tie the game? Well, too quick a trigger there for McInnes on the faceoff, but Proctor wins it and somehow able to keep it inside the zone at the right point. Here's the blast, pad save by Beliveau. Very close to going over the blue line and being an offside warning for Proctor, but they keep it in the zone, keep the attack going. Spinning back towards the corner, back to the right point. O'Connell already has one, and that goes out of play. 3:57 to go in regulation, 1:35 left on the minor penalty to Ty Wood. Goalie still in net right now for Proctor. Pasqualoni, he's definitely too early to try a 6-on-4 in a one-goal game here. Proctor win the face-off once again. Over to the left side. Relayed out to the top of the slot for the shot. The blocker save once again by Beliveau. Along the half wall. Along the blue line. Slowing it down is Delaney. Over the left circle. Delaney gets it back. One-timer, top of the slot. Blocked before it gets to Beliveau. Proctor able to keep it in the zone. Kept in at the left point. 1:09 left on the power play. Blocker save again by Beliveau out to the far right corner. And mishandled at the left point and taking a spill. And that forcing his teammates to tag up O'Connell. Along the half wall. Spartans gain possession. Relayed over the far side. Just killing some time and just setting it in further is Leary. Nigro took a tumble there, running into O'Connell. Not sure if LA thought it would have been a penalty, but we play on. 35 seconds left on the power play. Back at the right point is O'Connell, who waits over to the right circle. Back to, no, not to O'Connell, over the edge of the left circle. There's O'Connell. Sends it back over. Just playing catch the triangle above the dots here, and that goes off the end wall. O'Connell, top of the slot. Rebound opportunity for Delaney, who gets checked off the puck, and the Spartans clear. 2.5 minutes to go in regulation and 5 seconds left on the power play. Crucial penalty kill here for LA. We're back to 5-on-5 as it's brought back into the zone and turned over and all the way back to the Proctor end. A bit too much handling there by Gwatkin, bring it back into the zone. Along the half wall, Spartans able to keep it in the zone, but Proctor get it back. Set up the far side by Fickenshire. Into the corner. Beliveau was hoping for an icing call. He didn't get a little stumble in the circle, but it doesn't look like there's a penalty. And again, Beliveau wondering where the call was. Backhanded to the Proctor zone for Cahill as Pasqualoni's drifting a little bit away from his crease, and now he goes off for the extra attacker. 6-on-5 now as Proctor looking for the equalizer with 100 seconds left. Battle along the half wall in the LA zone. 6 skaters on the ice for Proctor. Goalie pulled. Hirsch takes a tumble. Still battling for it at the left point. Goes over the blue line. Puck underneath a man at the red line. It's not. It's still available. It's shot from the blue line wide left of goal. And the icing was waved off as the referee ruled it was deflected. Near side, Davis brings it back in the corner. Again, 6 skaters on the ice for Proctor. Relayed up the far side. Allen can't clear it initially, but does get out to the red line. Intercepted from the blue line, the left point. He scores! Michael Nigro with 59.6 to go. We'll put this one out of reach. Well, we talk about I'll talk about adjustments between periods, within the game. You see things that you need to shore up, and talked about the sloppy play in front of their own net in the second period by the Spartans, which allowed Proctor to tie the game. Spartans cleaned that up in a hurry and tilted the ice the other way here in the third, and great defense and a great penalty kill at the tail end of this period to keep Proctor off the score sheet here in the third, and Nigro with his second in about 30 seconds. Michael Nigro is the fourth player this weekend with a multi-goal game for the Spartans. Joining Hirsch with his hattie today, Leary with 2 in each of the first 2 games, and Leahy with his brace yesterday. 6-3. Spartans win. And again, the party didn't start until Milberg walked into the chat. Correlation is not causation, et cetera, et cetera. But LA wins 6-3. Hattie for Brendan Hirsch. Brace for Nigro in the span of 30 seconds here in the third period. And 1 goal for Florida man Spencer Hirsch to give the Spartans the win. They go to 5-2, and Proctor falls to 3-6. With Ryan McInnes with a brace and Max O'Connell with the other tally for the Hornets. So with that said, this has been a presentation of LSP, something for everyone for over a decade. Copyright 2023, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of LSP is strictly prohibited. A reminder that you can sponsor future LSP content for as little as $25 a spot. Email yours truly for more information, or you can email me or find our Thumbtack page through our link tree if you want to hire us to work your next live event or anything else you may need our help with. You can also check out the LSP store for digital and DVD copies of most past LSP video broadcasts and exclusive merch. And be sure to follow and support us on the web. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP37. And again, find us on Thumbtack as well as TCG Player. Once again, the final score from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the Lawrence Academy Spartans 6 and the Proctor Hornets 3. The Spartans take 5th place in the 49th annual Lawrence Groton Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament. For Saeed Vasugi on camera and all my friends, all my righty friends here at LA, my name is Sam Feeler, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2023, Suckas. See you in a little bit for Cushing and Thayer. Love you, Katrina. Party hard, Caitlin.